Hello and welcome back to a crash course in trigonometry. This is our second video. I'm going to be trying to get a basic understanding of trigonometry into your brain. So we're going to start off today with trig functions and angles and definitions. So this is the first definition of trigonometry as a whole. And it says if an angle is in standard position and the point xy is on the terminal side of theta, then the angle theta is equal to one of the following trigonometric functions that I will get to. Let's look at some of the vocab. Standard position. An angle in standard position is an angle that starts with the initial side, it starts at the x-axis, and then goes counterclockwise till its terminal side to create the angle. So as long as the initial side of an angle is the x-axis, the angle is in standard position. Whether the angle is positive or negative, as long as it starts at the x-axis, it is in standard position. The initial side would always be the x-axis in that case, and the terminal side is the side that the angle is actually making with the point xy and the angle theta. We have sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. There's 6 of them, and these make up all of trigonometry. Now, don't get scared by, sine, cosine, tangent, because it really isn't that bad. It's just another function. Just like, if you put x squared equals y, it's the same exact thing. You just type it into your calculator. So, looking at this triangle right here, it's a right triangle, and we have the angle theta. Say we don't know what the angle theta is equal to, but we know what x, y, and r are. Yes. We can use our trigonometric functions to find out what theta equals. So say we had x and y, and we wanted to figure out what theta equals. Then we could use tangent of theta, and the tangent of theta typed into the calculator would equal however much y is over x, So you could just type it into your calculator and figure out theta. It's pretty nifty, and I would write these down. Sine of theta is y over r, cosine of theta is x over r, tangent of theta is y over x, cosecant of theta is r over y, secant of theta is r over x, and cotangent of theta is x over y. So they're all pretty similar. They all use just those 3. You mostly use sine, cosine, and tangent, and yeah, that's pretty much those. Now, the only issue with trigonometric functions is knowing if the answer you get is positive or negative, and there's an easy trick to do that. So we have the coordinate planes, right? Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. If you remember the saying, all students take calc, you can put them in each of the quarters, so all students take calc, and you can figure out what's positive and what's not. In quarter 1, every answer you get will be positive, so all of them are positive. In quarter 2, only the answers that if you use sine, the answer will be positive. If you do not use sine, if you use cosine or tangent, the answer will be negative. So in quarter 2, sine and its reciprocal, which is cosecant, are positive. In quadrant 3, tangent is positive and cotangent is positive. So sine or cosine by themselves would be negative, but tangent would be positive. And in quadrant 4, same thing. Cosine or secant would be positive and everything else would be negative in that quarter. So say, theta equals 135 degrees. That would be here. And that is in our second quadrant. This is theta. That is in our second quadrant. So if we took the sine of that theta, can you see this? Yeah, okay, never mind. Sine of 135, it would end up being positive. But if we did, it's positive. And if we did the cosine, it would be negative because it's in this quadrant. that's the basics of trigonometry. That's all of our trigonometric functions in a nutshell. You know, we'll get more into them in the next video, but yeah, that is pretty much it for today. Thank you for watching.